Gentlemen, today we've got a very special guest. My dad, Papa A, is in the house. Actually, he's in the kitchen, and he wants to cook for you. So a few weeks ago, my dad calls me. He's all excited. He's like, I want to do a cooking video for your website. I'm like, this is going to be a train wreck. But okay, how could I tell the guy not to, right? I'm like, film your video. I was prepared to think of an excuse of why I couldn't post it later. But he sent it to me the other day, and lo and behold, he actually impressed me. Today, my dad is in the kitchen, and he's actually going to show you how he prepares a recipe that has been dazzling taste buds across Atlanta. Grab your fork, because today we're cooking with Papa A.
Gentlemen, hello. Papa A here. I was talking to Aaron the other day, and as many videos as he's done, and he's teaching you guys how to dress, how to shave, how to behave. One thing he's never done, which I was talking to him about, is taught anything about cooking and entertaining. And I know from experience, I was a horrible cook. Now I'm starting to learn how to cook. And I realize it's not that hard, and I wanted to share some simple things with you. Because if you can cook for your mom, for your wife, for your boyfriend, for whoever, it's really kind of an intimate sort of thing to do. And it's a lot of fun, and you get all kinds of praise. So we're going to do a quick Italian recipe tonight. And we're going to use, believe it or not, the common cauliflower. I'm going to show you a cauliflower recipe that's going to blow your socks off. So stay tuned, get your apron on, and we're going to start cooking. So welcome to La Cucina de Casa Marino. Today we're going to do a cauliflower Parmesan. It's a simple recipe, and like I said, you'll get all kinds of props for it. So let me show you what we're going to use. Very simple. So first thing is, right here you're taking your cauliflower and you've broken it up, you washed it, kind of cut it up a little bit, and you put it in water. So the reason you're putting it in water, because the next thing you're going to do is put it in your flour, and it'll help the flour stick. And then you're going to go to the egg, and then to the breadcrumbs, which are panko breadcrumbs, okay? And with the flour, I've also salted and peppered this, so that's really going to affect the flavor as well once we fry this. So the other thing I would recommend is, rather than use your fingers, use some sort of spatula, because otherwise, by the time you get to the breadcrumbs, it's going to be like paste on your hands. So all you're going to do is just take the wet cauliflower, just get it in there, get it a little floured up, then throw it in the egg. And there it is. See how it sticks there? And then you're going to put it in the panko. And you just put it aside, all right? And we're going to continue to do that, and then we're going to fry those up, okay? So stay with me. All right, gents. So after probably an hour, this is actually 2 heads of cauliflower, because we are going to be entertaining tonight, so we did a lot of them. So this is what they look like after they're breaded, and now we're going to fry them. Now the one thing I wanted to mention when you're frying is, don't be too shy with the olive oil. First thing you should do, always heat the pan first, and then add your olive oil. But don't be shy with it. Put a good layer of olive oil in there, makes it a lot easier to fry them. The other thing I wanted to mention is, when you put them in the pan, don't crowd them. You do have a lot to fry, but it's a lot easier if you give them some space. Okay, gentlemen, so this is 2 heads of cauliflower, battered, dipped, and fried. And now we're going to show you how to put all this together. When you're cooking, especially Italian food, you should always do it with a nice glass of wine. It makes things run so much smoother and so much more enjoyable. What we want to do is, you want to get any kind of sauce, all right? This is just like a pasta sauce, whatever you really like. This is like an organic sauce, tomato based like that, but whatever you like you can use. And then all you're going to do is, you're going to take that sauce, you don't have to do anything special, and you're going to layer just a short layer in there. It doesn't have to be real deep. That's it, pretty much just to cover your pan. You want to get like a nice baking pan. You're going to get some Parmesan, and you're going to sprinkle the Parmesan over that layer of sauce, and just layer it on top. All right? You're going to go and do the whole length of the pan that way. And then I'm going to show you what happens after we layer that. What you're going to do is, you're going to put another layer of sauce, and then some mozzarella. Okay, so now we have our first layer of cauliflower laid over the sauce. Now what we're going to do is take more sauce. This is so simple and so delicious. And Parmesan's has a little bit of saltiness to it, so it really helps the flavor. And then the key is, because you're doing a Parmesan, you're going to take mozzarella. You're going to take your mozzarella and you're just going to kind of break it up. Okay, now we're going to finish this off, and I'll be right back.
All right, so that's layer one. Now you're going to want to take more cauliflower, more sauce, more cheese, bang, place it on top. 2 layers.
This is the completed cauliflower parm, waiting to go in the oven.
Now it's time to bake that bad boy. You're going to cook this for 40 minutes in a 400-degree oven. Now, it might not take exactly 40 minutes. You gotta look to see when the casserole starts to bubble. When it starts bubbling, this is pretty much your cue to take it out.
So here it is. This is our cauliflower Parmesan. Looks beautiful, smells fabulous. Now we're gonna take it to the table and we're gonna see if our guests like it.
I can't stop. It's too good.
Here we are with our guests. Let's see how they like our meal.
Oh my god, it's so amazing.
10 done.
I know. It actually looks pretty easy and delicious. Do you want more of these? You want him to do more video? Let me know. If you don't, it's cool. Won't hurt my feelings. He'll manage. He's a big boy. What's that? You liked it? You want more? All right then. That settles it. More cooking tutorials with Papa A to come. Gentlemen, bon appetit.